Hello, this is Graham, and in this short video I want to explain how you can use Wikipedia in your undergraduate studies. Wikipedia can also be used for so-called big data or citizen science research, but those are beyond this video. There are, however, articles on Wikipedia itself to explain how to go about them. Most students will be familiar with Wikipedia from school or home use. If you want to understand how an earthworm breathes or the history of the place that you're visiting on holiday, then Wikipedia is a great place to find out. You might be a bit puzzled then when you get to college or university and a lecturer states you must not use Wikipedia, or worse still, some guidance note from Study Skills damns it, and you've no way of knowing who wrote the note and when. Why is there such a phobia? What's wrong with Wikipedia? The answers to those questions are best illustrated by that piece of advice from Study Skills. Just like the note, Wikipedia articles are seemingly anonymous and undated. In reality, Wikipedia articles are dated, and it's possible for Wikipedia themselves to track down the authors of an article if they really have to. So in that sense, Wikipedia is actually better than the piece of advice telling you not to use it. It's important to understand how Wikipedia builds up its articles. Anybody can open up a free account and log in. They can then edit any article, or create a new one if the subject doesn't already exist. Each time they log in, their IP address is recorded along with the date, time, and details of any edits that they make. Behind each wiki entry is a page containing the edit history and a talk page. While some pages are not contentious or very interesting, they may have very little discussion, whereas others provoke a lively debate amongst the contributors and readers. If someone disagrees with a change, they can simply change it back, though they're encouraged to debate the changes first, and there are safeguards to prevent people from deliberately undermining the editorial process. It's this community or collaborative approach to ensuring that the content reflects a consensus opinion that gives Wikipedia its strength. The idea that Wikipedia was inaccurate and too easily distorted was a bit of a conspiracy theory until the 2010s. Between 2010 and 2015, there were literally dozens of studies carried out by academics using very carefully constructed experiments and assessments that demonstrated that the information on Wikipedia was not only as accurate as most other sources, but sometimes more up-to-date and more accurate. These studies covered all kinds of fields, but to me at least, the killer of these was when in 2013 the Cochrane Institute not only assessed its accuracy, but also developed plans to use Wikipedia to share current best practice in medicine using Wikipedia. This doesn't mean that Wikipedia is a good source. Indeed, the Wikipedia Foundation itself says that it is an unreliable source. Equally though, that doesn't mean that you can't use it. So how do you do so? Here I'm going to appear to be a Luddite. Because we can't immediately tell who wrote something on a Wikipedia page, unless the source is cited, it's simply a matter of someone's personal opinion, and that person is anonymous, so we haven't a clue how well informed they are. This is why I do still say it is not good practice to cite Wikipedia itself. However, I'm probably going to have to amend my views one of these days, because even the well-known guardians of academic integrity, journal publishers, are giving guidance on how to cite it. The American Psychological Association, for example, include examples of how to cite Wikipedia in their APA 7th edition. For a moment though, if you're writing something that I'm going to be marking, I'd ask you not to do so. The real benefit of Wikipedia though is using it as a search engine. Because links to other pages are easy to find and follow, they're in blue, and they're in a context, it's much easier to assess whether something is of interest to you, and then to follow up or to ignore it. In the example here, writing an essay about the history of psychotherapy, you might follow the links to both John Norcross and Jerome Frank. Visiting Norcross's page, you would see that he's been a significant contemporary author in the field of integrative psychotherapy, to which there is a link. You follow that and discover a number of other aspects of the story. Whenever you reach something that you may want to use, you make sure that you check the reference at the end before using it in your work. How can you use Wikipedia then? One of the editorial principles of Wikipedia is that anyone editing a page should include a link to their sources. Just as any student should do so in their work, then so too should any editor of a Wikipedia page. This doesn't always happen. There are ways for anyone else to highlight, though, that a reference is needed, and to begin a discussion seeking the source. Sadly, a few individuals knowing this will provide a reference, but not the right one. So as a reader, especially if you're going to draw on something that's been said or quoted, you need to go to the source and check it. Having read the original source, then that's the place that should be in your list of references. To find the original, simply hover over the in-text citation, which is a sequential number in square brackets, and the reference appears. If you click on it, then you're taken to the full list of references at the end of the article. As in the example, many citations will lead to a published source, and it's these that you'll want to find and read before citing them in your essay. I hope this gives a clearer picture of when and how to draw on Wikipedia and how to avoid being criticised for using it in your essays and assignments.